Hello, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Ian Green, and I'm the musician for Music Dreams and also for Ian J. Green, two different artist profiles you can find wherever you stream your music. And today we're going to be looking at part 5 of Unit 10, which is a continuation of our topic of rhythm, which is all organized through the Elementary Music Rudiments Intermediate Theory book written by Mark Sarnecki. This book is such a helpful book, especially for intermediate musicians of all different disciplines, not just piano, but other disciplines as well too. Now let's look at something interesting called irregular groups, irregular musical groups. And so something that's interesting with an irregular musical group is that this is a type of note value or group of notes that is a way to count music in a slightly different way than if you were to evenly divide music in simple time, or if you were to organize things in compound time as well. So some of the irregular groups would be like a duplet. Now, traditionally in compound time, we have groups of 3 notes, don't we? We can have 6/8 or 9/8 or 12/4. In 6/8, for example, we have 2 groups of 3/8 notes. But a duplet, when you see the little 2 on top of 2/8 notes, this means that this type of rhythm is actually counted within one full group of 3 beats. So you count it a little bit differently. And it's also got the same kind of symbol as if we had a triplet in simple time, where we have something like this. With a duplet, you see either this with the little slur, or you see it just as is, like this with a little 2. That doesn't mean like a fingering number to play that note. It's an actual way to organize and show a somewhat irregular group of notes. Now, a quadruplet can also be thought in the same way, where you can have a group of 4 notes played in the same length of time as you would count 3 notes of the same value. Quadruplets are often found in compound time. So one of these would equal one group of 8th notes. So if we were to say that this combination of material was in 6/8, what we could do is go like this, 6/8, but then this would equal one group of 3, and then this is equal to one group of 3, and this is equal to one group of 3 as well. So you can see here with this quadruplet, there's an extra note added. It's not like there's an extra half a beat. It's more that the notes are counted just a little bit more differently. There's a little bit more flexibility in counting the notes so that you can actually add more notes in. Kind of like when we had triplets, where we added an extra little bit of into a beat, but without, it's kind of an uneven way of counting it. A quintuplet is the same principle. It's a group of 5 notes that are played in the time of 3, 4, or 6 notes of the same value, depending on the time signature. So something that I always think of is, let's say we are in 4/4. In 4/4, we have 4 beats per bar, and the quarter note gets the beat. So we normally could say that 4 16th notes could equal 1 quarter note. Well, a quintuplet of 16th notes could also equal the same. It's just we're adding one little extra note. It's not that we're actually adding a specific quarter of a beat in this case. It's just an extra note that we're adding in, but then counting it as part of as if we're thinking of it as a regular grouping. That's why these are called irregular groupings, because they're not counted in time per se. The time is actually stretched a little bit. The time signatures are stretched as well. A sextuplet can also be thought of as equaling an equivalent of 4 beat notes of something else. So a sextuplet of 16th notes can equal 4 16th notes. The same with a septuplet as well too. So something that's interesting is that it's very obvious when you can see the time signature and you can see the different combinations of your regular groups The irregular groups are usually, they are pinpointed by the number that's associated with them. So you can see here there's a quintuplet. Here there's a duplet. Here there's a septuplet. So whenever we think about larger ones like a septuplet or a quintuplet, we always want to think about what it would be equal to 4 of the same type of note. When you see a duplet, it's usually in compound time, so we know that we're in compound time here, and then a duplet is usually equal to one group of 3. Let's do a couple of examples together. Let's look at the one that stands out to me as the piece by Mr. Tchaikovsky. We're in 12/8, and we need to fill in the bar numbers here. And this is on page 64. So we know we have to have 4 beats, 4 groups of 3 in total to fill out one bar of music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can put a bar line there. Now this can equal 1, 2, 3, a group of 3. This can also equal a group of 3 because these are duplets. And as was described in the definition of a duplet equals 3 notes of the same type. So this could be counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can put a bar line there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then we can put another bar line there as well. So you can see how the duplets are easy to find, and then if you know the definition of how they work in a bar of music, then it's easy to fit them in within the greater context of the bar of music that you're working in. Now let's look at the next one, 6/4. Now we're looking for the quarter note equaling the beat. We want to have 6 beats in total, so we want to have 2 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. This one is a duplet, 4, 5, 6. So we want to put the bar line here. 1, 2, 3. This is a duplet as well, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are just regular quarter notes. And here we have a duplet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we get to the end of the line. So you know that you've answered the information correctly because there should be no extra notes at the end of your line of music when filling in bars, for bar numbers and bar lines. So I do hope this information was helpful, especially to explain the interesting idiosyncrasy, I could say, of compound time and also simple time, and how those types of time signatures can be altered by using irregular groups of notes. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and have a great day.